it's Mo. It's time for another Read What You Own challenge. This challenge was created by Criminali, and it was originally created 4 years ago, I think now, for himself. For him to read more books off of his TBR and bring less books in. It very quickly became a beloved community event with lots of people participating. So this year he has some co-hosts, MJ from Reading This Life and Fiber Artsy, one other person which I can't recall at this very moment, but I will leave all their channels listed down below. The Read What You Own challenge is very simple and it's changed very little over the last 4 years, and it's basically to pick an amount of books that you want to read before you can buy new books, before you can bring new books in. Reading books off of your physical TBR, reading books off your audio TBR, reading books off of your e-TBR. So books that you already have, that you already own, that you've already purchased or already acquired in some way. Reading as many of those as you choose before you buy, pick up, acquire new books. This year they're also doing like a page count amount. So instead of choosing a number of books you can read, you can decide to choose a page count that you want to read before you buy new books. So there are different tiers. I will leave those listed down below. I think like bronze is 25 books, you know, whatever. Platinum is like 500 books. I think Ollie usually does 100 books. I've attempted this challenge twice before and I have failed twice, and I fully plan to fail again, but I definitely wanted to participate again this year, especially because I just have so many books and I've been acquiring them at a really rapid pace, and I've already been thinking about 2025 and what I could do in 2025 to stem the flow of books coming in to my house and onto my TBR. So the Read What You Own challenge, like I said, you pick a certain amount of books, you read that amount of books, but there's a lot of caveats, and people choose to change up the way they want to do things, put in caveats, put in addendums, and I definitely plan on doing that. So for 2024, my Read What You Own challenge is going to be to read 25 books off of my own TBR before bringing new books in, but I am going to extend that to as many books as I can read before the end of the year. So the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to read physical books, certainly. I'm going to try to only read books on audio that I also own. Something that I've realized this year is that I've read more audiobooks than ever before. Since getting Libby, since getting Hoopla, I'm so happy that I have. It's made such a huge difference in my life and in my reading. But it's so easy to access all these books that I would love to read, and it means that I've read a lot more books on audio that I don't own physically, which means that I'm reading a lot of books and my want to read TBR is going down, but my physical TBR is only getting bigger because I'm still bringing in tons of books. I'm going to try to only read audiobooks that I also own physically and get through my books that way. I'm also obviously just going to read physical books as I do. So that's my level of participation, and that's how I'm going to try and do it. But some of the caveats are that I'm not going to start this challenge until mid-November. So I have a bunch of things to do at the end of October and a bunch of things to do at the beginning of November that are going to not require, but that are going to incentivize me to buy books. So I'm going to buy books, I'm going to acquire books, I'm going to find books until mid-November, and then I'm going to start this Read What You Own challenge. So I'm hoping to read 25 books, or as many as I can, throughout the end of the year. Now, if I don't accomplish that in that time, I will continue it on until my birthday. Starting mid-November to January 1 and then to February 16th, I have all that time that I could read 25 books or as many books off my physical TBR as I possibly can in that time. The reason that I'm stopping at my birthday is because I always do a birthday book buying trip or book acquiring trip, so I want to be able to do that for my birthday. And then the caveat to that is there is a book sale that I love to go to in December, so I'm going to allow myself to go to that book sale in December. The other caveat is that if I do end up picking up books, it's going to reduce the amount of books that I've read by one. So say I've read 10 books and then I find a book that I absolutely can't pass up in a little free library, it means that that goes down to 9. Unless I unhaul a book from my TBR and swap it out. If I haul a book, but then I unhaul a book, it doesn't change the amount on my TBR, so that's fine. Other than that, it'll remove a book from the books that I've read towards the goal of this challenge. Did that make sense? I got myself a little confused there. The whole point is that I am starting the Read What You Own challenge, and I'm going to try to read at least 25 books and reduce my TBR by 25 books without bringing any other books into my TBR except that one book sale in December. So let me know if you're participating in the Read What You Own challenge. Let me know if you've ever won the Read What You Own challenge. Have you ever finished this particular challenge? I never have, but I'm hoping that, this year will be the year. Good luck on your Read What You Own if you're participating. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.